Welcome to Redify, your go-to channel for the funniest and most unbelievable stories. Today, we have a mix of jaw-dropping tales that will keep you hooked. Let's dive in. Our first story comes from our Amethy's Hole, where Op deals with an unexpected confrontation involving his pregnant wife and an office outing that leads to some serious misunderstandings. AITA for letting my 3 months pregnant wife join her office and other staffs in outing to another city. I apologize in advance for my bad and likely unusual English. It's not my native language. To put it simply, my 3 months pregnant wife asked my permission to go on an outing by her office together with other staffs to another city. I literally thought about her being pregnant and kind of unsure, so I asked her for the details about the destination and what the activities are, and she said it was in another city around 2-3 hours drive with bus. There are some activities, including rafting, which is optional, and night BBQ, party, etc. I thought it's fine if she's not doing any extreme activities and only partying. And also, since staffs who don't join this event will have to go to work normally at the office, which I know she really hates, she often complains about her job. I told her it's fine if she wants to go. She suddenly asked me what I'm going to do while she's gone, and I told her I'll just do the usual every time I'm home alone. I'm WFH while she's WFO. So she's rarely home, working, playing games, sleep. I also tried being sweet by saying I'll miss her while she's gone. Then she suddenly went cold by saying no need to miss me. She often says this when angry, which made me confused. I asked her what's wrong, but she just gets angry and said that I don't care about her or her pregnancy because if I do, I wouldn't have let her go, or at least asked her more questions. She also said that asking me permission was not her intention. She just wanted to see what my answer will be, which really baffles me and made me think that it was a really stupid thing to ask, almost like stupid tests girls in social media do. I was just trying to be a nice husband and let my wife have fun. She also often gets irritated easily, even easier when she's pregnant, which is why I don't ask her to many things since I thought she would have already thought about her pregnancy and everything else. Instead of anger, I just feel sad and confused. I feel like I'm being tested by her question. Felt like my right to be truthful is being toyed with. It feels like I'm wrong for letting her have her own space and freedom. Am I actually the asshole? Can you believe this? It's amazing how complex communication in relationships can get, especially during pregnancy when emotions are heightened. What would you have done in OP's situation? Personally, I think clear and honest communication is key here, but sometimes it's easier said than done. Next up, we have a story from our Amethy's Hole, where Op faces a dilemma involving their best friend's birthday and some unexpected issues with alcohol. AITA for ditching my best friend on her birthday. Over the weekend, it was my BSF's birthday. The plan we had made earlier this week was for our entire friend group to get together and celebrate with some drinking, then have her sleep over at my house where we would bake desserts and watch her favorite movies. The problem starts when our friends began getting busy. I let my BSF know that everyone else was busy and it would only be us and asked her what she would like to do, to which she says, I want to get drunk. Normally, this wouldn't be an issue, but my problem with this is that my BSF never pays for alcohol. She commonly refuses to pay but still expects to be given a portion of whatever alcohol we possess at the time. Now you might think, hey, it's her birthday, just cut her some slack. But I've had this problem with her for months, and quite frankly, I'm fed up with it. Along with this issue, I don't have any alcohol at the moment. So I tell her, and she quickly responds with, oh, I'll just stay home then. This was upsetting because she was choosing to stay home instead of hang out with me just because I didn't have any alcohol for her. I reply only saying, oh, alright, because I did not feel like insisting that we still hung out, as she had just showed her true intentions with wanting to hang out with me. She responded saying no one can hang, plus that was the whole plan, to get drunk and make brownies and shit, to which I replied saying yeah. but that feels really shitty for me that you don't want to hang out with me because I don't have any alcohol for you." She said that's not the case. I just thought that was the whole plan and now none of that is happening. And I said, "Yeah, but you didn't even try to be like, oh, we can still hang out though. You just heard no alcohol and called it a night." While I was waiting for a reply, I was texting with our friend who was accompanied by a girl who does not like me, asking if she could tolerate me for the night to celebrate, and they agreed. She came back saying, "I've had a shitty day. I didn't mean because there's no alcohol, but because there's no plan like I thought, but I can't take any more drama. I can't deal with this right now." When I received her reply, I told her that our friend and the girl were willing to hang out, and she just said okay. Past this point, my friend had stopped responding, and I was still feeling a bit upset from earlier, so I did not put any effort into getting a response and settling plans. About 45 minutes after she had said okay, she returned and said or not, which I honestly ignored as I no longer had the energy to converse and was getting ready for bed. About 15 minutes after that text, she came back and said, "Really, dude, on my birthday." I did not see this text as I had gone to bed, but I have now spent the day wondering if it was a shitty thing for me to ignore her beforehand. I understand that I definitely could have communicated with her, but I simply did not have the energy to. Am I the asshole? This one is tricky. It's understandable that Op felt frustrated with the best friend's behavior, especially if it's been an ongoing issue. Birthdays can bring up all sorts of expectations and emotions. What do you all think? Should Op have tried harder to salvage the night, or was it fair to step back given the circumstances? Our third story comes from our Amethyst Hole, where Op faces a tough situation during his first internship, struggling with a difficult project and the challenges of being away from home for the first time. AITA for not completing my internship project because it was too difficult, and I was struggling with being away from home for the first time. I 20 am doing my first corporate internship outside of my hometown. I'm from a computer science background, and the company I'm interning at is famous for making bearings. I got the internship through a referral, but they are not paying me anything. For the first 2 weeks, I didn't have much to do. The company mostly works with C#, which I clearly stated in my resume that I don't know. Despite this, they assigned me a project in C#, which was well above my expertise. My manager assigned me a mentor to communicate with, and she did help me with the coding part and taught me a lot. However, I still found the project very challenging. As my internship is about to end, I have not fully completed the project. My mentor is mad at me for this. I told her that this was my first time away from my hometown, and I was having a hard time adjusting. Additionally, the project was in a language I don't know and was too hard for me. I admitted that I sometimes ended up doom scrolling because I was not feeling motivated. She told me that it's my fault and that everyone feels like not doing work sometimes, but still has to do it. She also mentioned that she expected more from me. Now, I'm feeling conflicted because I understand that I should have tried harder, but I also feel that the situation was not entirely fair. So, AITA for not completing my project under these circumstances. This is a tough one. Adjusting to a new environment, especially for the first time, can be incredibly challenging. It sounds like Op was trying their best under difficult circumstances. Learning curves are part of any new job, especially internships. What do you think? Should Op have pushed harder, or was the situation genuinely too difficult to overcome? Lastly, we have an intense story from our Amethyst Hole, where Op reveals a shocking secret that leads to a complicated situation involving a fake child. AITA for killing off my fake child. I, 29 female, pretended to have a child, 14 F. I would just say I had one to get out of hanging out with people. I'm very introverted and not great at making friends as a people pleaser. I recently moved to Guam and I'm a bartender. People tend to tip more if you have children, I noticed, so it was to me a harmless lie to customers for more tips. I get it. It sounds scummy, but I am in extreme debt and all little tips help. Little did I know that I would actually make friends at my work and join a parent club. It started with one girl being my friend, but then everyone somehow liked me. I'm not bragging. I am literal trash C title. Now that I've become friends with everyone wants to meet my daughter, Zhang. I even found a picture on the internet of this fake child. Again, it was for customers who asked to see her, and the photo I found is spot on. She looks like me. I think it was AI. I never looked further. I asked my therapist if I was crazy, and he said he's seen worse. So I thought it was fine. But now we all are supposed to go on a trip to China together. What should I do? I'm into deep at this point. Should I just say they died? But what if they want to go to the funeral? Serious answers only. I know I need help. I know I'm a bad person. And I guess I know I'm the asshole. Just tell me what you suggest, but not to tell the truth. I can't at this point. This one left me speechless. It's amazing how a small lie can spiral out of control so quickly. Op is definitely in a tough spot, and it seems like there's no easy way out. Honesty might be the best policy, but I understand why Op feels trapped. What would you do in this situation? Sometimes, the truth is the only way to untangle a web of lies. Thanks for watching Redify. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below with your thoughts. We upload new Red stories almost every day, so don't miss out. Your engagement helps us bring more incredible stories to you, so don't forget to like and share this video with your friends.